Hey Libras, welcome to your reading for October 1st through the 15th, okay? So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So of course, if this reading resonates with you, then the video could be for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then tough titty, okay? But yes, let's see what we have going on in the rest, okay? So, Libra, October 1st through the 15th. Oh! Happy birthday, by the way, if your birthday is within this first couple weeks, or if your birthday has already passed, happy birthday, okay? Some of you Libras may have a water sign person on your mind. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. All right, let's see if I can separate these from my damn rug. All right, at the bottom, we have the Queen of Swords, okay? So this could be you. So overall energy, you're being cold. You may be being a little bit brutal to somebody, but normally the Queen of Swords, she cuts through the bullshit. So some of you guys could even possibly be getting down to the, some of you guys could possibly be getting down in regards to a situation. Like you're getting down to the facts. It's almost just like no more of the bullshit talking, all this stuff like that. What is really going on? So you may be having this attitude towards somebody, or somebody may be having this attitude towards you, okay? With this energy here, this can even possibly represent the mother. So some of you Libras, be mindful. I don't know why I get this energy. Your mom may be in a way kind of like being kind of judgmental towards you for whatever reason that's about. Some of you may even possibly feel like you may have to put your own mother on ice because you could possibly just feel like that maybe she's just coming across too harsh and she's not being understanding of what you're going through, or she's just not trying to understand, you know, where you're coming from on a particular situation. Because some of you may even possibly be going to this Queen of Swords person for advice. She doesn't have to be a mom. It could be a friend. It could be a grandmother. It could be a sister. It doesn't matter. But whoever this Queen of Swords person is to you, I feel like in a way you're being cold to them or she's being cold to you. But the thing is, the Queen of Swords has a problem with trying to force things. I almost get this energy. Some of you may be trying to force the truth out of someone, and it's almost just like, why? Why waste your time on that? If it's meant for you to know, then guess what? The universe will find a way to airmail that shit to you so you can read it. You know? But yeah, she can be a little bit brutal. You know, sometimes she may even try to like get back at somebody who has done her wrong behind their back, you know? So be mindful that you're not being this person, because literally at the end of the day, you have to sit back and think that, you know what, it's just not worth it. Because I get some of this energy here. Some of you guys may have had to cut somebody off, but it's a matter of that you still don't appreciate the way that this person may have did you. So it's kind of just like, I want to get you back, but there's no point. You see, the thing is with the Queen of Swords, she has quite a bit of issues when it comes to relationships because, number one, she can come off as so cold to where it's hard for people to even know if she really cares. And a lot of it is just issues that have festered over time from childhood or from previous relationships. And a lot of times she forgets to heal those things before she goes to try to make another relationship work. But like I said, sometimes she may try to force people to do the stuff that she wants them to do instead of realizing that you got to compromise. She doesn't like to compromise. She's like, I'm the queen. Damn it, you better fucking listen, okay? Or you're going to be mopping the floor. What you want to do, you know? It's like, you know, I feel like sometimes even the Queen of Swords has a bad habit of like talking to people as if they aren't as smart as her, but also sometimes she has a bad habit of almost like talking to people as if like they're a child. So that's, for some of you guys, be mindful. Even if you're not talking to somebody as like they're a child, be mindful that you're not treating them as such, especially if they're adult, because that's just not going to be good, you know? Oh, shoot, I'm getting a lot of messages in this Queen of Swords. But see, the thing is, this Queen of Swords has the ability to change, but a lot of times she gets so stuck in her ways. So don't be this Queen of Swords. Don't be the Queen of Swords to the point where it's just like, it's hard for people to want to deal with you in terms of relationships. And that could be where some of you guys are at right now. Some of you guys may realize you are being this way and you're trying to change, but you're kind of just like, I don't know where to start. Where do I start? Where do I go from here? What do I do? But you know, I still, even the Queen of Swords, even though she knows she has shit to change, a lot of times she can be that person where she's kind of just like, I don't have nothing to change. That's why her counterpart is the King of Swords. Okay, they're both so damn stubborn. She's very stubborn. Some of you Libras may be possibly dealing with a Gemini. Okay, or like I said, you may possibly have like a Gemini mother. But let's clarify Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's something in regards to communication. Somebody trying to force somebody somebody trying to force the truth out of someone, and it's just not going to get you anywhere. Yeah, see? Told you. You got to change. You know? And then I just talk about compromising. Here it is, the Temperance card. It's about compromising, learning how to compromise. But also it represents forgiveness. The only way forward is for you to acknowledge the fact. The only way forward is for you to acknowledge the things that you've done, but also take accountability for the part that you had to play in the situation. Even if it didn't work out, okay. But some of you maybe, in a sense, maybe kind of like beating yourself up. Or like I said, on the other end, it could be somebody has decided to go cold in this situation because they feel it will bring balance to what you guys are going through. Some of you, again, I pick up other air signs, so Aquarius is coming through as well, but we also have Sagittarius and Pisces, okay? Balance of emotions. That's what I said here before. It's almost like you're afraid to step into your emotions. It's like you have feelings. You may feel for this person, or you may be like, you know what? I'm not this person who is so shut down in relationships, but for some reason you got to a place where you have been so shut down, where it's hard for people to even, like I said, know if you even give a damn. And so that may cause people to walk away. That may cause people to possibly call you like you a bitch, you an asshole, this, that, and the third, because you're afraid to step into this. But the good thing is the Temperance card showed up, and that's your angels, your spirit guides watching over you. Kind of like, it's like your spirit guides touching you on the shoulder and letting you know, put down the damn sword. You don't need it anymore. Because the more you try to sit in this position of power to get people to be the way you want them to be, this is the longer that you're going to find yourself fucking alone. And I know you don't want that. I know you don't want to fucking be alone. I know you want to be in a relationship, you know? But it's hard. It's hard for you to get that when you're turning to this person. So like I said, I do feel like some of you guys are icing somebody out. But it may be a good thing to where you feel like if I don't ice this person out, then they're going to think that they can do whatever the hell they want to, and you're just not with that anymore. Some of you, it may even be a fire sign, because I'm getting fire in this person's, I'm getting fire in the angel's wings. And this could be somebody who you're really passionate about, but it's kind of just like, I don't know where things fell apart. Something broke off at the hinges, and it's hard for you to figure out how to put it back together. Okay? But like I said, there's no need in you trying to create a master plan to get this person back, because that's the issue. You don't need to get this person back. You don't need to be wishing for this person to get their karma. No, why are you doing that? Because all it's going to do is just do a boomerang and hit your ass in the face when you're least expecting it. Like, damn, this person was supposed to get the karma. How the fuck did I get it? Because you're too consumed with wondering when this person is going to get their karma. Who cares at this point, you know? In the current, we have the Hangman. So feeling stuck, you know, also the Hangman can represent sacrifices. You know, some of you Libras need to learn how to sacrifice your point of view and take into consideration where the other person is coming from. Even if it's in a friendship, you know, your word or their word is not the Bible. And you shouldn't be too stagnant to open yourself up to change. Because once you stop learning, once you stop growing, then you pretty much already lost, you know, because that's just not how it's supposed to go. But also, again, Pisces, like I said, some of you Libras could be dealing with the Pisces. It could be Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I feel like it could be one of the three, because I see this is Pisces Sun, then I see this halo around him as a possible moon, and then the way he's hanging, I see that as a rising. I don't know why. But yeah, sometimes the Hangman can even possibly represent psychological issues. Some of you Libras could even possibly be having some type of battle within yourself, and it could be psychologically. So this could be when it comes to like mental disorders, could be personality disorders, could be anger, could be depression, could be anxiety. Whatever it is that makes you in a sense feel imbalanced, especially whenever it comes to love. But you have to work on this. It's not going to fix itself by you sitting there doing nothing. Some of you may even possibly feel stuck in a situation with someone. Some of you also, I feel like, maybe turning to toxicities to help you cope. So toxicities come in very many different forms. So it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be shopping. Toxicities can even possibly be relationships or the need to possibly have to talk to someone. Because that does happen, you know. Some of you guys probably may have friends who are like this, where they just don't know how to be to themselves. They have to be talking to somebody, you know. But that's keeping you from getting real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Because it's almost just like you can be real with everybody else, but then whenever it comes down to you, it's just like, nope. I don't want to hear that shit you're talking about. No, sirree, Bob. But even with that hangman here, like I said, it's about sacrificing something. What do you have to sacrifice? Clarify the hangman. Oh my gosh, there's a mosquito in here. Clarify. I probably should not have left the window open. Okay, yeah, like I said, some people may turn to work. Some of you may feel stuck to an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Okay, could be a Taurus specifically, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, could be Taurus rising. Taurus rising is coming through. But with this King of Pentacles here, this is like bribery. This is like being comfortable for the love of money. That's what I'm saying. It's almost you or whoever this is. Somebody's so consumed with being successful, and that's all they care. And it's almost like that's all they care about. But it's almost just like you being that way is keeping you here. It's almost like feeling like money is going to fix your problems. Feeling like money is going to help you take away this depression. Feeling like money is going to help take away this sense of feeling unworthy at times. Some of you, if you are dealing with an earth sign, you may feel stuck to this person because there may be codependency here in terms of finances. You may live together, or you may have kids and you live together. So this person may possibly be like the breadwinner and they take good care of you and this, that, and the third. Okay. But the thing is, you know, protective, and the King of Pentacles is also can be very protective, and he feels responsible for people. But I feel like this is you. You're responsible for your own mental health. That you are responsible for that. Nobody else. You can't pass the buck. You can't pass the blame on to other people and be like, oh, because you did this. So say for example that somebody made a mistake, but you could have possibly made 3 mistakes to their one. All you could possibly focus on is that one mistake that this person made. And that's not fair. Because in a way, that's like I said, that's you passing the blame because you just don't want to get real with your own shit. You got to get real with yourself, you know. And money is not going to fix it. Money is not the answer to your problems. Bribery, feeling like that, well, you know what? Maybe I will be this person to people if I have this. Who cares? Because you can lose all of that tomorrow. And I feel like most of you guys are, like I said, just stuck here where you're kind of just like, look, I have my career. I don't give a shit about love. But that's just not the way for you to go. Because what if you're pushing away other people who actually want to give you love? Yeah, see? I already told you. We have the Queen of Cups. I already said Pisces. Pisces again. Like I said, it could be Cancer or Scorpio. But I just talked about being empathetic. I just talked about looking at the viewpoint from the other person's perspective. That's where you falter. You don't tend to look at the other person's point of view, or you may end up dealing with people who just really don't care about your feelings. So it's almost just like it's about their feelings and their feelings only. And when it comes to your feelings, it's kind of just like, I don't understand why you feel that way. No. Some of you are not wanting to be real about the fact of these emotions that you have for someone. I feel like these are some deep emotions. But also the Queen of Cups could be the energy as well about caring too much. But with this being in the obstacle, so it can go one or two ways. The obstacle could be that you care too much. And a lot of it possibly could be triggering something within you, which makes you feel like that maybe when you were growing up, maybe your parents or friends or siblings didn't care enough. So that could be you possibly feeling like if I overcare, then maybe people won't leave me. But also with this Queen of Cups energy here, it could be on the reverse. It could be you don't care enough because you're too consumed with possibly people hurting you that you don't give people a chance to love you properly. I really feel like some of you don't know how to process your emotions, or some of you have become so shut down in this Queen of Swords, and that possibly has been your comfort zone, that it's almost just like when you genuinely have emotions, you don't say anything. You try not to show it. You remain stuck in your ways. Like, no, it's almost like I care for this person, but damn, I don't want to show this person that I care too much, because then what happens? They may leave me, or they may run away. Because this is about being an empath. Because this is normally a positive card, but like I said, when it comes in the obstacle, I see it as a negative. A lot of this, like I said, you're just not in tune with your emotions. Yeah, told you. There's a blockage here. Your emotions are blocked. But it's not because of anybody else, it's you. Some of you Libras, this reading may have something to do with a friend, because I see two females here. So this could be your friend, like I said, or it could be your mom, or it could be a sibling. Or this could possibly be your relationship. Some of you guys could possibly be in same-sex relationships, okay? Maybe bisexual, whatever the situation is. Or it could just be the dynamic of the relationship with this person. Maybe you guys were friends first, or whatever it is. But it's just a matter of, you can't get past the fact that it's a lack of understanding when it comes to emotions between the two of you guys. One person is cold and the other person cares too much. So you see where it's just like an imbalance. And with this Nine of Wands here, being defensive, which is what I said before, you have a hard time trusting people. You have a hard time letting your guard down, okay? You're very defensive, especially when it comes to talking about your emotions. So it's kind of just like, no, I don't want to talk. It's like, why? Why do you have to be this way, you know? And a lot of it is, like I said, whatever this is for you, could be depression, anxiety, you know? Fear of, and this could possibly be fear of somebody not giving you the same care in return. That could be what you're stuck up on. Like, I don't want to do that, because then what if they don't care? Then I'm gonna be a big ball of fucking Jello pudding, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, you know? But also this energy here is like standing your ground. Somebody has been blocked in the past. And it seems like the reason towards the blocking is because somebody's not being real about their emotions. I also pick up an emotional manipulator. So I don't know if you may do this sometimes because it's not going this way, or you may deal with somebody who can be a little bit of an emotional manipulator. Well, like I said, whoever it is. But this Nine of Wands also can represent, I feel like this is even you not wanting to grow in the past. It's almost like not wanting to grow from your current situation, even if that current situation means that you and this person are not together. Because I feel like some of you are wondering, where do I go from here? Why am I stuck? Some of you may possibly questioning, why am I stuck to this person? Why this person? Why did I have to go through this stuff with this particular person? I mean, well, damn. I'm sorry that the universe don't have you on speed dial and can tell you why they do everything that they do. Or she. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go like that, you know? Everything happens for a reason. You may not feel that way, but that's what it is, you know? Because, and even if you don't believe everything happens for a reason, you got to look at it that there's a lesson in every single connection. There's a lesson in every single thing that you do. So, also, with this energy here, like I said, can be a stressful relationship. I really feel like the only reason why it's stressful, lack of understanding when it comes to emotions, because one person doesn't want to let the other person in. What's in the future? Eight of Wands. So this can represent things moving quickly. Some of you Libras, you will be traveling in the future within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. I feel like it's probably within the next 8 days to 8 weeks. Okay. It seems short distance travel, so some of you Libras may not necessarily be going too far. But I also get the energy as well when we're going from 9 to 8. I just see this energy of like blocks being lifted. Some type of block is going to be lifted. And it could be an emotional block. It could be a psychological block. Whatever it is. Because I do get energy here. Let me clarify this Queen of Cups, because I am getting the energy that like somebody is trying to better themselves, you know, but it's like the other person may be too here. Like I said, the Queen of Cups, even though she is over emotional, she realizes that, you know what? It's almost like she knows I have to change, you know? It's like, yeah, I have to change, you know? I can't be this way forever, or I'm always going to be in these predicaments. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Somebody still, another thing too, some of you may still be remaining optimistic about this water sign person, because it may be hitting you. It may take until the month of December to hit you, but it does seem like that it's going to hit one of you guys, and you're going to realize how much this person did care. Because some people may see being over emotional as a bad thing, which it can be a bad thing. But the fact of the matter is, if somebody's saying you care too much, it's probably because they've never had anybody to care for them. So they don't know how to receive this Queen of Cups person. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Yep. I did not tell you emotional manipulator. I called it. Queen of Cups with the Devil. Obsession, toxicity. We have the Knight of Swords represents running, being impatient. But also the Knight of Swords is very I feel like the Knight of Swords in a way can be kind of like impractical. He doesn't necessarily think about the consequences. I don't feel like he is as impulsive as the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is super impulse. He's just like, fuck it. If I go to jail for this shit, I'm going to fucking jail with the wheels falling off. Okay. But the Knight of Swords, he definitely is. I feel like the Knight of Swords is calculated. I almost get his energy here where the obstacle is somebody's not going to realize what's going on until it's too late. And I hate to say it. Or that could be happening right now. Somebody's starting to wake up and realize when it's at the edge. Because like I said, I feel this energy here where somebody is changing, whereas the other person is remaining in this energy here. And like I said, jealousy, toxicity, obsessiveness. I almost get this energy as well, or of even somebody possibly trying to find this Queen of Cups energy in other relationships. Because somebody may realize that they may not be able to go back. Because they may have possibly pushed this person away. But I just get somebody is like trying to calculate a return. Or somebody possibly is trying to calculate in terms of coming back into this situation. I almost get gaslighting. Somebody may be gaslighting you, or you're gaslighting them. It doesn't matter. It's almost like trying to get under somebody's skin, or possibly even trying to start shit just to get this person to talk to you. Yeah, but somebody also flighty. I feel like somebody's flighty because they just do not want to get real with their emotions. So they may use excuses. They may have a tendency to run away, you know? Crap. Eight of Wands. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. 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 Yep. Oh, impulsive. I told you. You made an impulsive decision. And that's why I said somebody's gonna realize they made an impulsive decision, and the other person could possibly end up moving on. Because the Justice card, some of you Libras may be thinking about making an impulsive decision whenever it comes to possibly moving or traveling, or it may be this other person could be doing that, but it's impulsive. You're not in your right state of mind. You're just trying to run away. Somebody may be trying to run away to create space in the situation because it's just gotten possibly emotionally toxic. But even this Knight of Wands is facing towards the past. So that's why I said some type of block is going to be lifted. And it seems like there's going to be communication in the future. Yeah, but it's almost just like somebody's going to be unsure if they really want to do this situation anymore. It's like somebody's going to be unsure if they... Some of you Libras, it could be a Virgo. I said, didn't I say Taurus rising? Could be a Virgo rising. Could even possibly be like a Virgo's second house, maybe. But the Two of Pentacles is like juggling, being emotionally imbalanced. You gotta change. Yeah. End of conflict. Yeah, some of you guys may feel like that the way through this conflict, the way out of this conflict is to change your residence or is to move. But is that really the answer? Because that may not be. We have the Six of Cups. Being nostalgic, thinking about the past. Some of you guys, the past could possibly be coming up in your dreams. Okay, we have Scorpio. So some of you Libras could have a Scorpio person on your mind. Or this could be you possibly wanting to go back home. Some of you guys may want to go back home. But also this Six of Cups does represent home is where your heart is. That's the thing. You Libras know where you need to be. But it's a matter of you want to run. I feel like you should probably think before you do this. But some of you Libras are not going to listen because you're hard-headed and you want to do it your way. So you're probably going to move or run. We have the Five of Wands. This is arguments. This is conflict. You know, also this Five of Wands can represent feeling threatened by someone. If some of you, I almost get this energy, somebody may be threatened possibly by a new relationship. Or if this happens in the future, somebody will be threatened by the other person in their new relationship. It could be you. Your past may be threatened by the fact that you decide to move on. But you're kind of just like, look, I'm not going to stay stuck forever. I mean, what did you expect me to do here? But also this can represent communication. Also can represent some of you Libras are just too easily irritated, you know. And also this energy here is clashing of personalities. Some of you guys, again, the reason why you're clashing with somebody is because there's a lack of emotional understanding. You don't understand how each other is emotionally, which is why you clash, which is why there's triggers. Okay, but also this is the energy of needing more emotional freedom. It seems like you just need to take a break from everything, especially from your past. Yeah, I told you. Somebody is, another thing, some of you Libras actually may be secretly talking to somebody new. And you may have just met this person within the last 5 days or 5 weeks. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Moon. So the Ace of Cups represents freedom. You want, again, it just clarifies the need to have more emotional freedom. We have the sign of Cancer. So that's what I already said before. Some of you Libras may definitely have a Cancer person on your mind, okay? The Moon also represents fears. I almost get this energy here of just like, could be fears of being without this person. Fears of... Somebody may be possibly fearful of this other person whenever it comes to their attitude. It could be you. You may be fearful of this other person when it comes to their attitude. But the thing is, I don't think that this person isn't reacting to you because of something stupid. This person their anger is coming from the fact that they may be able to tell that you really don't care. Or even if you guys are together or were together, the emotion, the anger is coming from, why do you not care as much as I care? But it's almost like you do, but you don't want to show it. So it's like you're creating the chaos, really, by not being honest about your emotions. Some of you, like I said, you still have love for a Cancer person. And I also feel like some of you want to make peace with this situation, but you don't know how without the arguing. Yep, King of... I told you some of you guys have met somebody new. Seems like a fire sign person. Yeah, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Queen of Wands. Some of you guys, you don't even realize you're running right into the same situation. different face. But the thing is that this person may not end up caring as much as this water sign person. But you have to see it for yourself. Especially if it's a fire sign, like I said. Leo or a Sagittarius. I don't really get Aries, but I'll throw that in there. But I really get Leo or Sag. You're going to run right into the same situation. Ooh. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of pain here. I said another air sign. Some of you want to be married to this person that you possibly are running away from. But I almost feel like it's one of those things here. Somebody's not going to wake up until it's too late. You need to think very, very long and hard about this decision that you're about to make. Because it seems like if it's another air sign person like yourself, or they have air in their big three, it could work. But I just think you're at this point where you're kind of just like, you want more emotional freedom. You don't want to feel, you don't want to deal with your emotions. So you're just like, I'll just move on. But is that really what you want? Because you can move on and walk right into a situation where you get back what you were putting in terms of this new person could be just as cold as you. And then you could be like, damn, why did I not care when the other person cared? So you need to think about this. I'm just saying, you need to think about this. Yeah, some of you may have an earth sign child with this person. Yeah, but there's a lot of pain here. And I just feel like it's one of those things where somebody is going to end up accepting the reality that's kind of just like, you can't love me in the way that I love you. And I feel like it's in terms of emotions. That's why I say you need to think about what you're doing. Because it may not be the right decision, or it could be. Anyway, this has been your reading. Hope it helped. See you later.